Deshpande is an intellectual with a knack for excelling in just about everything, from strategy and marketing. His career, he's taken on key roles at places like IIT Bombay, the Economic Times.
I was business planner and advising Dr. Kanodia of Datamatic. I specialize in stepping out of the comfort zone. 90% of your business has to come from existing customer. And Satyagraha, from the experience of Mahatma Gandhi ji, we know is always challenging.
Welcome to FaceTime with Leaders, a podcast series by the DirectorsInstitute, World Council of Directors. I am Rajesh Joshi, and today we have the honor of speaking with a distinguished professional whose remarkable career spans over 3 decades across a myriad of industries and disciplines. Our guest today is someone who truly wears many hats. Mr. Prabhakar Deshpande is an intellectual with a knack for excelling in just about everything, from strategy and marketing to journalism, technology, consultancy, and so much more. Throughout his career, he's taken on key roles at places like IIT Bombay, the Economic Times, and Mastek, proving time and again his ability to tackle complex challenges and bring fresh, innovative ideas to the table. I'm really excited to have you with us today, Mr. Prabhakar. We are looking forward to hearing more about your fascinating career and the unique insights you've gathered over the years. Thank you for joining.
Enchante, that's French for nice to meet you.
So, starting this discussion, Mr. Prabhakar, with over 3 decades of experience in different fields, from your time as an economic advisor to Prime Minister to a consultant at IIT Bombay, you followed quite a very diverse career path, I must say. What inspired you to pursue such varied roles, and how have these experiences shaped your professional growth?
Okay. See, after 2001, I was business planner and advising Dr. Kanodia of Datamatic. Now, Dr. Kanodia can be regarded as father of Indian software industry. Now, beyond that, I had nothing higher to aspire in corporate world, because if you are advising chairman and managing director, you can only change the titles, but the role will remain same. And there is no point in having 1 year experience repeated 20 times. That doesn't constitute for 20 years experience. It's only 20 years experience when that experience is different every year. So then I had to, if I had to grow, I had to experience waters of different well, as it were, you know. And I specialize in stepping out of the comfort zone. And I believe that, you know, they may say that rolling stone gathers no mass, but I believe that rolling stone gathers a lot of shine, you know. If you do different things, you become, you shine, you know, like the diamond shines eventually.
Right. That's fascinating, Mr. Prabhakar. It's clear that your diverse experiences have given you a unique perspective on navigating different industries. Mr. Prabhakar, you have had quite a varied career, with a significant part being your role in policy advocacy at the World Hindu Economic Forum. Could you tell us what were some of the challenges you faced during this time? And also, what lessons did you take away from that experience?
See, let's separate policy advocacy and World Hindu Economic Forum. World Hindu Economic Forum was a position where one worked for an organization called World Hindu Economic Forum, which was trying to create collaboration between all the Hindus in various countries of the world. That is separate from policy advocacy. Policy advocacy was something I did independently to advocate policies on black money, female feticide, sanitation, trains, etc., etc. And policy advocacy is a challenge. At the end of the day, what is policy advocacy? I mean, it's at the end of the day, if I have to use a Hindi word, it's satyagraha. And satyagraha, from the experience of Mahatma Gandhi ji, we know is always challenging. Else everybody would have embarked on satyagraha. And I can't no more describe the experience any more than I can describe the experience of swimming without you having jumped into the pool.
Absolutely, Mr. Deshpande. This is really turning out to be, with the discussion that we have had so far, the best part that I'm really gathering all about you is that you are somebody who's always on the lookout for something new, something fresh, something that maybe you have not touched upon in all these years and want to explore and learn more about it. And that's commendable, sir.
It's not as if I'm looking for new. It's the whole yearning for self-actualization, to become everything that you can be. You remember the Maslow's chart of hierarchy, the physical needs, the physiological needs, then the needs for love and belonging, then the need for esteem, and then the self-actualization needs. I believe one aspires to self-actualize oneself. It's not as if one is looking for new experience, but one doesn't hesitate stepping out of the comfort zone either,
Great. That's a fantastic approach, if I may say so. If it comes onto you, then why not? Go ahead and take it up rather than shying away from it. That's fantastic, sir.
Yeah.
It is really insightful to see how navigating such complex dynamics has enriched your professional experience, I must say. Mr. Prabhakar, your consultancy roles have taken you across many industries, each with its unique challenges.
Yeah.
However, there are often common strategic hurdles that organizations face, regardless of their sector.
Yeah.
And so, could you share how your insights have helped organizations overcome common strategic hurdles and drive growth or profitability? Is there a specific example where your approach made a significant impact?
I could give an example at Datamatics, where in IT industry, 90% of the business usually comes from the existing customers. Now, when I used to work at Datamatics, they used to lose existing customers and then find new customers. That is like digging well at different places. That doesn't work. 90% of your business has to come from existing customer, whether it is Infosys, Wipro, or TCS. And that's where I pointed out that Datamatics is not growing because it is trying to dig new well every year. And that is not how it works. 95% of your business has to come from your existing customer, and only 5% of your new business will come from new customers.
Absolutely. As it is rightly said, sir, the cost of servicing your existing customers and the long-term revenues that you may get from by doing that is actually much more lesser than going in for new pastures, all the time. So
absolutely,
that's a wonderful insight.
Yeah. Sales is not so much about getting new customers. Sales is about not losing the existing ones.
Absolutely, sir. Great strategic thinking and adaptability. And I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Sir, with your experience in policy advocacy, you've seen firsthand how government regulations and policies can influence business decisions. In today's environment, where corporate governance plays a crucial role in ensuring ethical and transparent practices, how do you think businesses can better align their strategies with the constantly evolving landscape of government policies and regulations?
Government policies and regulations are just one variable. Change comes from many. There are changes in the taste of consumers. Technology is ever evolving. Employee preferences are evolving. And one has to be agile. Government regulation, of course, is something that you cannot ignore. Now, corporate governance is a term that tries to indicate balance between the stakeholders' interest, and agility and nimbleness to adapt to change has to be inherent within an organization for it to survive. It's basically Darwin's theory of survival of fittest.
Right. Absolutely right. Your thoughts on corporate governance truly highlight its importance in today's business landscape.
Sure.
You've witnessed significant technological advancements with their impact on various sectors, with technology continuing to transform how business operate, particularly in areas like marketing, sales, and strategy. How do you envision its role evolving in the future to shape these industries even further?
See, I don't know if you have read that article by Nicholas Carr. It used to say IT doesn't matter, as in information technology does not matter. Now, technology doesn't matter, but the business brain behind that technology does. Now, how each business brain can use technology to the maximum is for that business brain to decide. I cannot give you a carte blanche solution for everything. Every business person will have to figure out for oneself. There's no one size fits all solution for this.
Absolutely. And I really appreciate the fact that during your process of consulting, I'm 100% sure that you appear to be someone who looks at the entire business model in a very holistic way.
Yeah.
Of right from what that business is there for, what is the objective of that business, to what its deliverables are. And that is how I believe you've been able to successfully navigate and consult with all these and build a successful career for yourself.
Accepting your explanation seems to be very long run, but business planning is as much short run as much to be one has to plan for the next 2 years as much as one has to plan for the next 10 years.
Wow, fantastic, fantastic. Your perspective on the entire evolving role in marketing, sales, and strategy is absolutely enlightening, Mr. Prabhakar.
Thank you very much.
Moving on to our last segment, as someone with a deep commitment to ethical practices, how has Directors Institute enhanced your approach to governance and decision making?
See, I've always been interested in corporate social responsibility. But
Mhm.
throughout my career, corporate social responsibility has always been a marginal component to the corporate governance. But I am delighted to know that in its new avatar of ESG, environmental social governance, corporate social responsibility of the yesteryears is occupying a more central stage than was the practice earlier. And
Right.
that delights me. I don't know if it is just a jargon or if it is really a change in mentality. I hope it is the later rather than the former. And a more, but I believe it's a democracy in transition, where democracy transitions from being just a representative one to being a participative one.
Absolutely, absolutely. Mr. Deshpande, the best part is that this has now become a formalized, your commitment to ethical practices is evident, obviously. And it's great to know how Directors Institute has been part of that journey. Mr. Prabhakar Deshpande, we cannot thank you much for sharing your journey and insights with us today. It's been a pleasure hearing about your diverse experiences across so many fields, from strategy and marketing to policy advocacy and research. Your story is truly inspiring, reflecting a deep commitment to learning, innovation, and making a meaningful impact. We are certain that with your vast knowledge and unique perspective, you'll continue to achieve great things in your career, sir.
Pleasure is all mine.
We look forward to more conversations with remarkable leaders like Mr. Prabhakar in future episodes. This is Rajesh Joshi signing off. Until then, keep exploring.